So the time has finally come. Xbox 360 live services for Halo games on that service are officially coming to an end. It's officially stopping in December of 2021, and this was honestly a long time coming because, to me, this pretty much means the beginning of the end of Xbox 360 Live altogether. The fact that we're having it start with Halo in just a year, to me, that pretty much speaks volumes about how quickly we're probably going to be saying goodbye to 360 services, which, it's sad, but it's what happens. A service can only be supported for so long before a company decides it's time to move on. It happened with the original Xbox, so it's going to happen with the 360, and that's going to be a really, really melancholy day. Because it's going to be like, damn, all those memories are really just memories now. I can't go back to playing Halo 3 on Xbox 360 anymore, even through backwards compatibility. That's really it. It's gone. It's done. It's over with. Sure, we have it on the MCC, and it's superior on MCC overall in terms of just how it feels like. I can never go back to ever playing 360 Halo games again after having played Halo at 60 FPS. It just isn't possible. Halo feels so good at 60. Attempting to go back would feel like absolute garbage. It'd feel just like a huge step back, which is why Infinite needs to be at a stable 60 FPS in all modes when it releases, regardless of what you choose. Because trying to play Halo at anything below that now in 2020, we're just too used to it at this point. It feels way too good. But even though we have Halo on MCC, the fact that the OG experiences for games like 3, Reach, 4, just any game that you're a fan of, the fact that we're going to actually finally lose all that, and the day is starting to come, it's like, wow. Nothing lasts forever. This is just a reminder that nothing lasts forever. Everything comes to an end eventually, and that's just how life works. Even when it comes to the video games that we cherish so fondly and have such good memories of. Because at this point, the Xbox 360 is 15 years old. It released in November of 2005 when Bush was still in office. That's a long time ago. That's a very long time ago at this point. 15 years is a lot of time for something to be supported. And the fact that Microsoft supported it as its current gen system for as long as it did, even after release as a latch gen system, was really good. It was far better support than the OG Xbox from 2001. And after 15 years, the fact that the support for Halo is finally starting to be taken away after half a decade. Or I guess since with Halo 3 being the first and being released in 2007, it'd be 13 years in this case. But let's just say for all of Xbox 360, that's 15 years. Xbox is slowly starting to shut down its 360 services after 15 years. If that doesn't say something about the legacy of the 360 as a console, I don't know what is. What does? This system started out with such a terrible failure rate. It was such a fucking mess when it came out. Pretty much everyone has probably experienced the Red Ring of Death. Anyone who says they haven't is either extremely lucky or they are fucking lying. Because there's just no way I won't believe that at some point, anyone who's ever owned an Xbox 360 at any point and who owned a fat, white, old version of the system didn't have it fucking die out on them at some point. Like, I'm sure it's happened. Anyone who hasn't, again, I don't believe you. Unless you're just extremely lucky and you can show me photo evidence. And I'll make sure that there's no Photoshop to that photo evidence because I use Photoshop a lot, so that makes me an expert who knows everything about it. I don't have a PhD in Photoshop, but I'm going to create my own to show that I know that I'm really good at it. So, believe me when I say that I don't believe shit unless I see it for real. But that's besides the point. So, yeah, this is just, it's realistic, and it was going to happen eventually. We have to be real. This was going to happen at some point or another. Again, nothing lasts forever, but it's still sad nonetheless. And so many people have such great memories of Xbox, and damn, it's only a matter of time before it starts happening with PlayStation 3 as well. It's been a thing with the Wii for a minute, but the 7th gen is starting to reach that point of being so ancient that these consoles are slowly losing all support that they have left. Like, even the 3DS, it's the same case with that. Albeit, granted, I never really used the 3DS ever, I don't think. But still, the fact that it was around for as long as it was, like, damn, for a handheld, that's great. And for a console, the 360 being around as long as it has, man, I'm getting sad just talking about this. I'm gonna miss this console. I mean, I have it right there in my fucking closet. I really haven't even touched my 360 in any way at all in probably 4 years at this point. Even through backwards compatibility, well, actually no, I have used it for backwards compatibility a few times here and there within the last year or so, but still, it's like, you really don't know what you've got till it's gone. And it's gonna finally start being gone real soon. December 2021 is going to be here before we know it. A few years ago, 2020 felt very far away, I'm sure, for a lot of us. And now we're only a year away from 2021. That's crazy. Time fucking flies, dude. Shit just fucking flies. And it hits you when you least expect it. And this is one of those moments, specifically in Halo, because, damn, this was such a big moment in Halo's... You know, we're going with discography. Halo's discography as a franchise, the artist's discography was so good at this point in time. Now, this was just such an era for the franchise, because we went from Halo 3 to then Halo Wars 1, which was the first ever spin-off game, and an RTS game on top of that. Then ODST, and then all the controversy with that when it released, and the fact that it was the first Halo game to not feature Master Chief as the main playable character, or a playable character in any instance. And then from there, getting Bungie's final entry in the series. Then from there, a year later, getting the Anniversary Edition, which, again, ruined the original art style, but that's besides the point. But still, we got a fucking remaster of the original game a year after Reach, which came with Reach multiplayer, because that was so cool. And then from there, we got 343's first title, and for the first time ever, someone who wasn't Bungie working on a Halo game in the form of Halo 4. Love it or hate it, it's a part of Halo's history. And then from there, we got the Halo 5 teaser, which amounted to nothing in 2013, which, that was for Xbox One, but it was released before the Xbox One, so we're counting it. Actually, no, we're not going to count it. It ended with Halo 4. But damn, what a fucking era for Halo, huh? That's a lot of fucking time for a franchise to be around on one console and have so much shit happen with it. Damn. What a piece of history this is going to be in gaming. Like, not even just now, like, decades from now. That's going to be... that's going to be something. Like, the day that the 360 and PS3 are seen as retro systems in the same vein as the PS2, the PS1, the OG Xbox, the Nintendo 64, and any older systems, that's when I'm going to truly start feeling old. But until then, let's just be grateful for the time we have left with the 360 and Halo on the 360 services, because it's going to be gone before we know it. And that's it. I just wanted to make a video on this because being an Xbox and Halo fan, it's like, fuck, might as well talk about what is going to be the swan song of the 360 zombie era, let's just call it. So, that's it. That's the video. Hope you all enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe for future content coming soon, as well as turn on the notification bell and set it to all notifications, and I'll see you all next time. But until then, I'm out. Later.